Hi everyone, it's your girl Naomi Taylor, and this is 3X Gossip. You already know what to do. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, come back. We can have a great time. We could be laughing, we could be crying, we could be just joking about the corniest things, but we can also get into serious topics, which right now would be one of those moments. So what I want to talk about right now, it's the President Donald Trump. So there were reports that had came out during Trump's trip to France in 2018. The reports had stated that Donald Trump went to the cemetery, which is filled with deceased veterans, to which Donald Trump stated, I'm going to do it in this voice. Why would I want to go here? Why do I want to be around deceased veterans who are losers and suckers? And why you have me out here with my hair blowing like this? I can't go out there. I don't want to mess up my hair. My hair is the most important thing in the world right now. Aside from destructing America. And see. Now, the reports came from Jeffrey Goldberg. Goldstein. Goldberg or Goldstein? Goldberg. Sorry, not Jeffrey Epstein. That's another psychotic, sick pervert. We'll get on that topic another day. So those reports came from Jeffrey Goldberg, and again, it's from 2018 when the president made a visit to France. A lot of people are in an uproar, especially military veterans that are all around the world. They would love for Donald Trump to apologize, to which he has not done so. He is just going with his typical line, which is, "This is fake news. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the drama. Let's just focus on blocking protests. Let's focus on killing African American people." But I'm not going to say that, but you know, you just know. You just know. Now, you have to kind of look at all the history. The man has said a lot of disrespectful things about certain people. Now listen to this. So if you are a wounded veteran or a disabled veteran who may have lost an arm, may have lost a leg, maybe have a distorted face, Donald Trump he would not like you to be a part of any parade or any festivities that he puts together, because you are going to be deemed as a distraction. He doesn't want that to be shown to the American people because he doesn't want to freak American people out. So you are considered either a freak or a distraction when you should be the focal point of said parades. It was you who put your life on the line to fight for the American people. Yet this man feels like you are just a distraction and you should not be the forefront and the focal point, of any type of celebration for being alive. In 2016, there was the Khan's family who had just lost their son, who was in Iraq. I'm sorry, my brain's like going all over the place. Their son was in Iraq, who was blown up and murdered by a suicide bomber. They were doing a press conference and having a conversation with one of the reporters, to which the mother had not much to say. Now, mind you, she just lost her son. But she's on TV with her husband because they want the world to know how great of a son that they had, and they wanted to know the good that their son did for the American people. And Trump's response was, well, you know, she just stood there. She had nothing to say. She was just, I don't know if she spoke English. I don't know if she even understood what was going on. But she just stood there. I didn't understand it. So she just lost her child. She just lost her child. The lady is probably dying inside, but stood there because she wanted people to know that even though her son wasn't considered an American citizen, he put his life on the line to protect American citizens. And then there was in 2017 when Mykesha, I didn't get your last name and I apologize for that. Her husband was killed during serving in the war. And, you know, they panned over to Trump. Trump's response was, well, what do they expect? Like, you know, this is what happens. You should expect something like this to happen when you go to war. You either come out or you either die. Da, 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 da. Now, I added that little last part, but it was, he pretty much just said, well, what do you expect? These things happen. I guess, like, let's just move on and forget about it. Like, it is what it is. I felt like that was disrespectful and disgusting, and I do understand that you cannot go all around the world and say, I'm sorry for your loss, I'm sorry for your loss, I'm sorry for your loss, but have some respect. Meet with her, have a conversation with her, show her that you do appreciate that her son, her husband, gave his life to protect you, your child, your sisters, your brothers, my sisters, my brothers, my family, everyone's family. This man put his life on the line to protect us, and all you can say was, these things happen. Then there was the 2019, it was like, in 2019, he just went on this like crazy rant and crazy attack on Vanderman, which, just Google it. Google everyone, actually, because I want you to see all of these facts. Just Google it so you know that, okay, if he said this, he said that, he said this, and he said that, then this statement about him calling deceased veterans losers and suckers, there has to be some kind of facts to it. So there was the rant on Vanderman, and then there was the crazy obsession with John McCain. Now, I saw this interview, and I literally was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know, sir. Come on, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Okay, so Trump was, well, let's start off with the first part, where there was like the two tweets to which he called John McCain a loser. He felt because John got captured, he was a loser. He didn't mean anything to him. He was nothing. And John McCain was captured for multiple months, but he was serving for the country. And all you say is, oh, well, if he shouldn't have got caught. He doesn't respect anybody who loses. Oh, man. And then when John McCain died, apparently he was like in an uproar because there were reports that he was telling his the staff, do not fly the effing flag at half-mast for John McCain. Like, we're not gonna fly the flag for an effing loser. He does not like that loser. Then, when it came time to prepare for John McCain's funeral, it was stated that President Trump... Oh, no, actually, I saw this one. He said, oh, God, I hate that I say so much. The president stated, you know, we sent him off in a beautiful service. We gave him the funeral that that was deserving. I mean, because I'm president, I was obligated to do such thing. Now, I didn't like the man, but we gave him the proper funeral. So that's pretty much saying, like, I hate you, you make me sick, but because I'm president, I have to bury you. But I still look at you and I think you're a loser. You're nothing to me. But I have to do this because if I don't, the world will look at me like I am a piece of bleep. So, Meghan McCain, what do you have to say about that? Isn't this the same man that you're like all defending and like all fighting for, but yet he looked at your dad as just a loser who got caught? Oh, Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain. My thing is this, and the only reason why I'm doing this video is because 60% of the people who were in the military voted for Trump to be reelected into the House during this term. Stop and think about this. If in the event that you die, if in the event that anybody in your family, anybody you love dies in the war, you are considered nothing. And if in the event that you get injured in the war and you come back and you are an amputee, he's not going to want you in the forefront because you are considered a distraction. You're going to scare the people. Is this the man that you want back into the House? And the sad part is, a lot of these people are still going to vote for him. And you want to know why? And it's not everybody, but there's that small percentage that is afraid that if they do not vote for President Trump, Trump, I am sorry, I don't like disrespecting people's names. If they do not vote for the president, they will, in some way, be the new minorities. It's sad, it's crazy, but it's true. And to all you military people out there who are like blocking, abusing, beating those protesters, to which, let me just state this, because the New York protest, it was very peaceful. So, what was the point of the whole driving the vehicle through the protesters? I was there. There was nothing was like, nothing was crazy. There wasn't anything crazy going on. Nobody was fighting. Yeah, there was the chanting, there was the yelling, there was uh, back to blue, and then there was the people that were asking for justice for Breonna Taylor, to which we still have not seen justice for Breonna Taylor. There was a lot of that going on, but it was peaceful. What was the point of driving the car through the crowd? It was to rile the crowd so that there was an excuse to shoot. There was an excuse to cause violence. There was an excuse. It was an excuse to say, "Oh, look at the black people again. They're acting a fool. They're acting reckless. We need to tame them." What is the point? And this happens a lot. Like, I don't know what happens in all the other places, but in the East Coast, I can't say that. Not in all of the East Coast, but like predominantly in New York City, yeah, the protests, like, they can be peaceful, but then most of the times it's not the people who start the chaos. It's actually the people that are supposed to be protecting us. So ask yourself, why? If someone thinks that if in the event that you were to die, or somebody that you know is in the military dies, get injured, speaking of, and also, he feels like brain injuries are not serious. He says I've seen other injuries that are much more severe, much more serious than a brain injury. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I don't get it. I don't get it, and it blows my mind, because like I said, there are still going to be people that are gonna vote for him to get into the House because they are afraid. And then there are people out there, to my Caucasian people, there are a lot of reporters out there who are trying to scare you by saying, "Oh, if you do not vote this man back into your house, black people are going to come into your neighborhoods. Black people are going to take over, and black people are going to put fear in your life all the time." That is just a scare tactic to get you to vote for somebody that you know in your heart is not right and not fit to run America. So stop and do your research, and don't come saying, "Oh, this is fake news. Oh, you need to really do your homework and really look into the things." I have. So I think you should really look into things and start realizing that rather than bringing the American people together, this man wants us apart and divided. And I know I said at one point in time, like, go out there and protest and be peaceful. That's me. That's how I like to do things. That's how I did it every time that I went to a protest. I'm not a looter or anything like that, so I don't do any of those things, but I just went out there with my signs demanding justice for Breonna Taylor, demanding justice for George Floyd, and it was peaceful. That not at all does that make me a Terry Crews. Oh, Terry Crews. And you were in White Chicks, just flexing that body. Chocolate body, big buff black man. Get out. Oh, step out of it. I'm so sorry, guys. Terry, why couldn't you just eat the yogurt? Like, why could you just shut up and just eat the yogurt? You were so sexy. You were so delicious looking. You should have just ate the yogurt. I'm sorry. I had a moment. But no, not at all am I like Terry Crews. I I guess I can be a conspiracy theorist. Like, in my head, I still think that the coronavirus was a man-made sickness, and I felt like it was a ploy to get people to either to a ploy to get African Americans and African Americans, Hispanics, any person of a minority descent to get sick, so that when it came time to vote in November, they would either be dead or they would either be too sick. And that was just in my head. I can't tell you how to think, but that's how I thought. So in my head, I was just like, oh my God, people just stay home, you know, da 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 da. But no, I ended up being one of those people that went outside, because you just get this type of rush and this type of anger. Like when Ahmaud Arbery died, I was so mad. I was so angry. I was so pissed, especially watching that video. Not only was I angry, but I couldn't stop crying, because like all I kept thinking was like, this could have been one of my brothers. This could have been one of my cousins. This could have been one of my friends. So like I was angry. I was mad as hell. And yeah, I guess all I can say is prayers to everybody. Prayers to the protesters. I know there's going to be a lot of protesting going on tonight in New York City. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of protests going on all around the world. So my prayers to you and your safety. Drink lots of water. Get your milk, because they're still tear gassing and all that stuff. So get your milk for your eyes. And stay strong. Stay strong. I love you guys. I'm going to keep this one short. Who knows? Maybe later we'll have a little story time. But don't forget, get out there, educate yourselves, get to the polls in November and vote. And to all my veterans, to all my military veterans, stop and think about this. Stop and think about this. Does this man really give a shit about you? Or are you just an accessory so that he can get back into the house? Thank you guys so much. It's Naomi Taylor, and this is 3X Gossip. I will see you soon.